Buenos dias and welcome to Riviera Maya for round 2 of the LPGA's Riviera Maya Open at Mayakoba at El Camaleon Golf Course. Grant Boone and Mel Reed looking at some of the round 2 action, and world number 1 nellykorda off her 3rd major last week, her 2nd at the 2nd.
I'm sure she's absolutely exhausted, took Monday off, but my word, she picked up exactly where she left off last week. This is an absolute beauty into the 2nd hole today.
68 on Thursday, 4 under par, that got her to 5 under. Playing with Gabylopez, her birdie putt at 3.
Very excited to be playing here in Mexico, a lot of passion. See it there, getting the crowd going.
She also shot 68 yesterday. That got her back to 4 under par. And then Gabby to go -5.
Yeah, this is from about 10 feet. Got to take advantage of these par 5s, and she does.
Nelly would also birdie that 5th to get to 6 under par. But what a story at the top of the leaderboard. The veteran from Southern California, briannado at 15.
Yeah, she played well here last year at a top 10. Something about this place that her mindset just shifts.
It was her first career top 10 in a dozen years on the LPGA Tour, and now she leads it by 3. As we take you out to the 6th hole, here is Gabylopez. Mel and I are joined by Tom Abbott and Karen Stupples. Tom, take it away.
Yeah, Gabby's going to be first to play here. Karen just playing back off the tee.
It's got 151 is the yardage, and did not hit that driver, as Tom was saying. We've got downwind here. Tight hole location, tucked on the left, only 5 to 6 yards over that bunker. From 126, you've got that helping wind. Ball is a little bit above her feet. The whole location looks kind of tight, tucked behind that bunker, but there's more room than you think. There's a little backstop behind it as well.
This should be bread and butter for Nelly.
Baileytardy.
Pin is on the right today, 21 on, 7 paces off the right.
Had an ace here yesterday. And Bailey with a beauty. And a chance here to get up and down to get it to double digits under par.
Came out a little bit hot there. Easy to do around here in this rough, kind of sits up and you can get a little bit too much ball.
She's in the first group out off the 10th hole today, so this is her 9th. She'll have that for birdie. Briannado ranked number 345 in the world, leads number 1 in the world. Nellykorda, along with LPGA rookie Melanie Green. 3 Americans atop the leaderboard here on day 2 in Mexico.
I think that will help her in this situation. It is downhill though, Mel.
Yeah, it is. I think you're right there. So I think she's going to have to pitch this into that fringe.
And when you've got a whole location that this touch, you want to give yourself as short a shot as you can.
Just looked like it didn't quite come out there how she was thinking.
Erikahara. Had a top 10 in her first start as a rookie. That was in China.
You can see that little hump on the front bunker that might influence how she feels in her feet, which makes this read just a little bit trickier. But I mean, my goodness, Tom, we watched her make a bunch of these putts last week.
Well, I was talking last week about this length being really key for Nelly when she's making putts of that length.
Longer than she would have hoped for, but a birdie putt nonetheless.
Yeah, she'll be a little bit disappointed not to get that up and down. It's playing the easiest hole on the golf course, easiest hole yesterday.
Great tee shot from Baileytardy at 15. This for birdie. All right.
She's been a bit scrambly today, Tom. She's been getting up and down from a few interesting places.
Yeah, that one went in with authority.
Be aggressive off the tee, but with that, it's a little more nervy because you can get into trouble quickly, as we saw yesterday, by missing the fairways. But Akieiwai willing to take that on to give her this opportunity.
Get up in 2 on a couple, but the rest you've really got to use your second shot to get yourself a good number. Yeah, absolutely. And this is what we're talking about. This week is such an opportunity for so many players to really catapult their season in the right direction.
Yeah, nellykorda having to club back here, Karen, not going with the driver.
No, I mean, this is a 3-wood, and she can hit this at least 250. You've got a little bit of helping wind. This one's well up in the air. No reason to take on that left bunker is what that was all about.
Not much here. A young player who's had some success. She played well in the U.S. Women's Open a couple of years ago at Lancaster. Also threatened to shoot 59.
Oh, it just straightens up at the hole, doesn't it?
Ultimately, there, with that hole location, though, tucked on that right side, she's trying to get it down there as close as she can. I think she can get...
Looks to be in good shape.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Back right hole location today.
Yeah, I think about 4 or 5 yards closer. Nelly does hit her 3-wood, though, longer than Gabby.
Yeah, good work.
Still a good high ball flight.
Shouldn't be an issue.
No, she's got herself on a bit of a downhill lie. She was able to be more aggressive with her tee shot, hidden driver to get to this point. But she still felt the need to try and loft that one up over that lift of that bunker, Mel. Kind of hit a little bit behind ball there.
Oh yeah, definitely makes you think, Karen. Definitely makes you think.
For first, her 10th hole of the day.
Not the longest of hitters are going in with a hybrid. That is a sensational shot. Wow.
Aren't that fast that it would cause it to ricochet over the back of the green. Lots of ways you could play this. Being downwind, I think you have to allow for just at least one hop and then just a smidge of release.
Looks a good number to put this inside here. Rough, but it didn't look to be lying too badly.
No, it's sitting pretty good. I think from this angle, it's slightly easier to attack that flag a little more. More height on this than Gabby had.
Yeah, just didn't get the run out that she may have expected from that rough.
A good look to get to 10 under.
After that fantastic approach shot. See if she can convert. Just lacked a little bit of pace, didn't it?
Yeah, she's trying to get herself level with the people she's playing with here. Try and make a birdie. This one a bit more aggressive.
I think that's one of the benefits, Mel, of when you're third into the green. You can see how everybody else reacts.
And one of the few players in the field who played in the previous LPGA event here, the Lorena Ochoa event. This is Chellachoi. At 15, Nastasianadaud.
As I was saying, this pin is on the right, but the wind is also off the ocean, so it's coming off the right, so it's difficult to get close, and that's one of the best we've seen. Aggressive play.
Over at the par 5 8th, or beg your pardon, par 3 8th. This is Jonghyun Lee 6, U.S. Open champ who lost her card.
It's definitely downhill. I've just snuck round to the back of the green here to see what the line's going to be. There's a slope off that front bunker that'll send it to the left.
Group as there is for Nelly, and that will certainly be the case over the weekend. There's a chance they could play together again, Karen.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, they seem to be mirroring each other very well with the left the scene. It really has fallen on Gabby's shoulders to kind of so on and so forth. So it's interesting that they're not competitive with each other.
Maybe just fooling the players around the hole there with the read.
This is the 15th hole, and Nastasianadaud for birdie. Dewiweber at 16.
This was playing the hardest hole last year, and it's not playing much easier this year. But this is downwind, much more accessible on the front.
Today,
It's on a pretty good line.
it really is fading towards the hole.
This hole yesterday was ranked the hardest. Pin is on the front today, so a little bit easier. Asking for it to go, and it did.
A couple of holes ago, we were looking at Karen's nifty wind app on her phone, and it said it was gusting to. This one out to the right side of the green. Careful. Whoa. Tough to tell. Did that get close to the penalty area?
Very.
What's that? I do, yeah. I know you can hit that 50.
It's one of those wind directions that if you're gonna, because it's off the left, if you're gonna hit a draw, it will.
It's on a really good line. Right at the flag. Is it the right distance?
It is.
Akieiwai is actually going to go ahead here as Gabby makes her decision about the second shot. Great look at birdie for Akieiwai, who's on a bit of a run.
Very smooth looking stroke there too.
Another great look at birdie for the leader, briannado, to go to 10 under.
Yeah,
Second.
She's had a few of these. Let's see if she can take advantage of that great second shot.
This is some story. Had never had a top 10 finish in her.
Was sort of part of that rock, or whether it can be easily moved. Careful, Gabby. I mean, that is a little bit nervy there. She is very close to the edge. Her feet are kind of slipping. Oh, my goodness.
Well, obviously, Tom, this week don't want to take a big backswing. You want to be very centered and.
Got great contact.
Wow.
I think on these greens you're looking for downhill putts right now because they're a little bit on the slower side and players struggling to get the ball to the hole, and there you go.
Yeah, she did give it a little extra oomph.
This is maudeaimeeleblanc, trying to get a little closer to the top of the leaderboard. Okay, worth the wait. So
Those tee shots that you're walking up there with your fingers crossed, hoping you have some kind of a shot, and it's one thing to have that shot, but then to be able to pull it off, it's fantastic.
Yeah, great up and down.
this is back at the par 3 in Minjikang. Yeah. Minji, big baseball fan, coming over from Japan a few years ago. Her countrywoman, minamikatsu, for birdie.
One of the best putters on tour. Definitely a strength of her game. And she just proved me right.
I mean, not that anyone doubted you, but it's a good run for Minami. To 9. Fair tee.
Yeah, Nelly can get the driver out here. Give it a rip, Karen.
It's got to feel nice to her to finally get this club out of the bag, and I mean, she can thread it into some pretty tight areas if she wants to.
An average LPGA event. This is EY with the driver, a little out to the right and losing it on the wind, heading towards that bunker.
Yeah, Mel, once the ball starts moving on this wind, it's going to take it.
Yeah, it's gusting, isn't it?
I want to say, that was a really aggressive practice swing that Gabby put on there, right there.
Maybe a little unhappy with that tee shot on the previous hole. Put herself in trouble. EY's going to hit another one here. Was it that far right?
We saw it land.
Still sort of into and off the left, so 185 probably playing there at 195 to the hole.
You think she's better off here than being in the bunker, though? Seems to come out pretty well, but it's way left. Way left.
Oh, I think she was lucky to catch that bunker.
Much more conventional second shot here for Gabby and Nelly, who have a similar yardage. Gabby and Nelly in really nice position off the tee. Gabby can be first to play.
From 151, ball is above her feet. And that's so wild. I've just looked up at the flag and it was fluttering to the left for a moment there, so it should be going to the right and into.
This looks good from Gabby, if it's the right distance. Gabby kind of wondering how close it is, but it was a really lovely shot. Now Nelly.
Ball is above her feet from 149. This is another one of those little 7-irons that she likes to play.
Holding it against the wind.
Yeah, 75 yesterday. She'll play this afternoon. The leader, briannado, at the third. An attacking pins, Mel.
Yeah, and this is a very ghetto pin, front left today.
Back of the ninth, this was a moment ago. Nellykorda for her birdie. Tricky one, Karen.
It really is, because as you'll see from this putt, it's going to go a bit both ways. It's going to break to the right to start and then back left at the hole.
Her first 9 holes with 3 birdies in a 5-hole stretch. Can she do it again? Lost in the playoff to Yamashita. Here is briannado. Another chance for birdie. Didn't quite hit it enough.
Yeah, akieiwai made bogey. She was actually really fortunate that second shot finished in the bunker, as it could have gone over onto the 7th hole. Great look here for Gabby for birdie.
Isn't she's aiming this one a little out to the right, so expect it to go left. And so that was a little bit of a pull.
Living the life here, leading at 10 under par. She tees it up at the par 3 fourth.
I don't know what it is about Mexico. She had her first ever career top 10 here last year, finished 9th, tied for 9th. And the wind just got her there, I think. It is gusting this afternoon. That's just come up short in that bunker, and that's going to be a long bunker shot.
Now, the afternoon wave had a little bit of wind to contend with yesterday, a little more than the morning. And here is erikahara, who is tied for 5th.
A lot of players able to get up here in 2.
Yeah, so
My Spanish is really poor, I've got to say, Karen, so I can't tell what they're saying, but you can give us an idea.
Well, you're barking up the wrong tree if you expect me to interpret that, but I would say that it's a pretty accessible hole location. Looks pretty good, even though it's at the back of the green.
This one, another really solid iron shot, just moving on the breeze there.
briannado in the bunker at the par 3 fourth. Only 1 bogey through the first day and a half.
This will test her bunker stills, little dump and run. That is excellent there from Brido.
And at the 18th, Hara for eagle to get to 6 under. Evidence of the wind, leaves blowing past the hole there, so that'll be a short one for birdie to get to -5.
Landing left of the hole for it to take that slope.
She starts at left of the hole, looking for it to come back, and it is coming back on the wind.
Because of that, it's going to be pretty quick down towards the hole. And it's going to move to the right as well. I mean, really, you're looking at
Pretty good from Nelly.
Remains at 10 under. How about Jonghyun Lee 6, a U.S. Open champion 2019, Mel? Lost her card. Doesn't really complain about it. Goes back to the Epson Tour. Tigress, her nickname after her hero, Tiger Woods. Gabby.
Yeah, birdie putt. That was a good look for Gabby. I think she'll be disappointed she left it short there, Karen. Tiny little speck.
What's worse is you can tip your shoe up and not even find one.
Yeah, then
That's
it just
even
bothers
worse.
you. But she's okay. She got this for a 3.
You know, you have to give her a lot of credit for her performance so far this week, after winning last week.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she must be absolutely exhausted. So she did.
This is the impressive young Thai, suvichayavinijchaitham, at the 9th for par. Played in the next to last group on Sunday at the JM Eagle LA Championship, and that finish earned her a spot in the Chevron Championship. Briannadau's lead is 3, and her third at the par 5 fifth.
Another well-executed pitch shot there from Brido. Down to the right.
9th hole of the second round for Nastasianadaud.
Certainly a player that we're keeping an eye on.
A little bit long here, Karen, but what do you think about the shot?
Well, it's back into the wind, up a hill as well. But because there was so much grass behind the ball, she was able to get that one to release.
Good friend, and this for birdie to get to 11 under.
Yeah, this has got to move to her left a little bit. Got to keep the pace on it, otherwise it will die.
She has had a lot of putts at this length for birdie.
Yeah, her approach game this week has been absolutely stellar. Giving herself lots of opportunities.
11, Aki.
And Iwai's going to chip from short of the green here.
I like this spot. I think you have a chance to chip it in. Ooh. Super fast. Interesting with the putter here for Gabby. Obviously she felt most comfortable with that, Mel, but I felt that was one that you could comfortably give a good look at with a chip in.
Minamikatsu, who lost the playoff to Gino Titigun at the Buick Shanghai last fall on the LPGA Tour, had a great chance to win, led for a good portion of that event. She's got a par putt here to stay at 6 under, which is, as you see, tied for 3rd.
Stayed dead straight on, I didn't know. I think the green might have pulled that a little bit for her.
Shouldn't be an issue.
No, I don't see much in this at all.
Yep, and they will scamper over to the next tee.
Mel, they were talking about that group being on the clock. It certainly got our attention when Jin Hee M was penalized on Saturday in contention of the JM Eagle LA Championship for slow play. I imagine it got the players' attention as well.
Yeah, absolutely did. And I think, you know, I was a fast player, so, you know, I'd never liked slow players, but I like the fact the rules officials are kind of, you know.
I think a little low draw would be ideal here. Ball is below her feet though, so that makes it more of a challenge. Looks like she's playing that one back a little bit to try and keep it down. Going with the 5-iron here, and she's going to try and hit a low hook from the ball below her feet.
Needs to scamper.
Scampering, all right. Got that shot.
That's pretty good from there. Pretty good. 8 or 9 out of 10 there from Nelly.
Here's Briannadau at the 6th, her 15th of the day. She's in the first group out this morning. First on the leaderboard and hitting a ton of quality shots. All right, your compatriot, jodiewartshadoff at 18.
Yeah, had to go back to Q Series at the end of last year. Regained her card back, her status.
Winner back in 2022, Southern California. Long-awaited first LPGA title.
Not easy at all.
Yeah, you got. I mean, last week you had a lot of greens that were pitched up with because she's got a lot of green to work with. You'd expect her to do well here.
Well, you can basically choose whatever kind of shot you want to play. Some really fabulous shots in my time following her, but one of the best shots I've ever seen her play was in a practice round at Hazeltine, and of course we're going back there later this year. So her backhand is as good as her forehand, is what I'm saying.
Good try there from Nelly. I think she might have fancied that one going in. her ball not too far away from actually catching that slope on the right side of the green and running down towards where Nelly is. She's right on the top of that slope. That means the putt should be flatter. And there you go. That went in with authority.
I just jumped right on her, didn't it, coming out of that fringe.
And Gabylopez, who talked about having some confidence from this length today, this one for par. Shame.
Scoring average 4.5 at the moment, gang.
I think you just have to keep this one inside the hole.
Yeah.
Playing 4.5 today. She's got this to get it back.
Yeah, she's got Johnny Scott there on the bag. Very experienced caddy, good friend. He's
Definitely one of those that when she wins, you're going to say, yeah, it's her time. Feel like it's coming. Wow, that was coming and going in a hurry. Well, careful, both of you out there. 13T.
Yeah, I want to know where this snake is. The driver's in the air there from EY towards that bunker on the right.
So where is this snake? This is
It's
what we
up
want
by
to
the
know.
green. Karen's quite interested.
If you're not confident with the driver, this is where it can start to go wrong a little bit. The breeze is up, and it feels narrow, even though it may not be.
It gets super narrow once the ball gets to about 250 out there.
This one looks good from Nelly.
Yeah, her 3-wood is just awesome.
Right, and here is our countrywoman, Gabylopez.
Gabby really flying the flag. This one's much higher and a little left of target.
Yeah, she's hoping this one sits down a little bit.
This is gigistoll.
absolutely love the style of Gigi.
Oh, that's pretty stylish. This is really stylish. And this, maybe this is the start of a big finish. Briannado at the top. 13 now, Gabby.
Yeah, she was concerned with that tee shot.
Isn't that rough?
Seemed to come out well.
Yeah, it has. And managed to keep this down the left half the fairway too, opening up that whole location.
What does she have here?
Well, this is a 3-wood. She's got 268 to the hole. Off with a bit of an upslope. But this going on a little draw. Still a good spot though to leave that, Mel.
Yeah, it is. It might have just sat down a bit though, those steps.
Second shot, Karen.
Yeah, she's gripping down the shaft here just to make sure that she catches this cleanly from that line. That's come out low and pulling.
Tough to tell exactly where that finished, but they've got the waist bunker over there.
And this will play a little into the wind.
Worried about the mangroves behind her, and even if they're not impacting this swing, they're in the back of your mind, that they're right there. It feels very claustrophobic when you're standing up against that kind of hedge that is behind her. Got to keep it a little bit lower, I think, from here. That came out high. Fat, I think, Mel.
Yeah, it sounded a little bit fat. When it comes out high like that from them lies, it's usually because you caught the ground first.
Well, this has been a great couple of days for Briannado. She's playing the par 5-7, third shot here, up 3.
Pins all the way back. See if she can control the release. Not quite. That might be up against that rough cut there. That'll be a little bit tricky for Brito.
13 again.
And Lopez with the third shot.
And this one should be quite simple. She's playing it back. Hello, spinner.
Oh, looks really nice.
Takes all the decisions out of your hands. You don't have to worry about how you're going to play it. You're just going to almost play it a bit like a bunker shot and lob this one up in the air and get it to land on the green. It's into the wind, so that's one good thing.
Just a little unlucky, I think, with that lie.
Right, here's the 14th hole, and minamikatsu tied for third.
Oh, that's really well done coming out that rough to make it stop that quickly.
You have to take the overall into account because you're going to feel like this is quick, so that initial downhill, but then it does flatten out as it gets to the hole. Ooh, and that.
Putter from off the green for briannado at 7.
Yeah, she probably could have opted to belly wedge this, but she decided on the putter.
What's the longest par putt she's had today?
Oh, it's not long.
Yeah, I think Nelly was just unfortunate. The rough here is not that thick, but she found a really thick, obviously a thick area there that's down at the low point where the water had been gathering, so it's going to be a bit thicker. Did okay to get it to here. Still a good chance for birdie.
I agree. I think one of the impressive things was that a 3-wood flew that far down. I mean, that was still almost, 223 wood into the wind. Pretty impressive. Sorry, 253 wood into the wind.
Yeah. You talked about that club being so strong for Nelly.
Bogey-free today. She's feasted on the par 5s in round 1, and a birdie in 3 tries here today. Coming toward the end of our Golf Channel coverage, we're going to continue for an extra hour digitally. But briannado putting together quite a story here, Mel.
Yeah, and she's playing like she's very comfortable in this position. As we said, her first ever career top 10 was here last year. So there's something about this place that she absolutely loves and does feel comfortable. And she's playing very comfortably.
Melanie Green is going to tee off in just a bit. She shared the lead with Brianna after round 1, the LPGA rookie. So quite the contrast with Brianna and Melanie Green, and then Brianna and world number 1 nellykorda, who is in second place at the moment. Second round coverage of PGA Tour Champions Regions Tradition comes your way next on Golf Channel. Then tomorrow, note that later start time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time streaming, then 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Golf Channel. Had some birdies, some snakes, some eagle chances, and world number 1 nellykorda out there challenging briannado at the top of the leaderboard in Mexico. For Mel Reed, Tom Abbott, Karen Stupples, and the entire team, I'm Grant Boone. Thanks for watching the LPGA Tour on Golf Channel. One more hour streaming next.